Hello,
Good
Raut madam.
afternoon. Yes, sir.
Am I
Yes,
audible, madam?
yes, sir. You are
Okay.
clearly
So
audible.
okay. So you please start the session, inauguration session, and let the people join for the main session. Okay, you can start now.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. Sihagar Institute of Technology, Lonavala, Department of Mechanical Engineering, in association with SAE Students Club, presents hands-on workshop on online teaching and learning tools for implementation of effective student engagement strategies. I, Professor Yogini Mayur Rao, welcomes you all, the participants, faculties, guests, and dignitaries present for the workshop. I heartily welcome our campus director and principal, Dr. M.S. Gaikwad, sir, Vice Principal, Dr. D.D. Chaudhary, sir, Head of the Department, Mechanical Department, Professor S.M. Gaikwad, sir, Career Counseling Center Head, Professor Mayur Raut, sir, today's convener for workshop, Professor P.D. Kulkarni, sir, Professor V.D. Raskar, sir, Technical Head, and today's resource person, Mr. Manoj Balwankar, sir. Warm welcome to all of you. Now, we will start the inaugural function with Saraswati Vandana. Ya Kudendu Tushar Har Dhavana Ya Shubhra Vastravrata Ya Veeravar Kara Ya Shwet Padmasana या ब्रह्मांचित शंकर प्रभुतवही देवही सदा वंदिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष जाड्यापहा. Oh, now, I request our Honorable Campus Director and Principal of Sihagar Institute of Technology, Lonavala, to accept this bouquet as a token of respect and love from Mechanical Engineering Department.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request you, sir, to please address today's workshop.
Okay, thank you. And good afternoon to one and all. It is a really great pleasure to see that Department of Mechanical Engineering, in association with SAE Students Club of SIT, is organizing hands-on workshop on very important topic today. At the outset, I must congratulate and even express my sincere gratitude to the Department of Mechanical Engineering and particularly the organizing team of this hands-on workshop for organizing workshop at very appropriate time. The dignitaries available for the inaugural function of this workshop, resource person Professor Manoj Balwankar, Vice President Dr. D.D. Chaudhary, HOD Mechanical Engineering Professor S.M. Gaikwad sir, convener of this workshop Professor P.D. Kulkarni, coordinator Professor Yogini Raut madam, my other faculty colleagues, all HODs and dear participants. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you to this workshop organized by the Department and Students Club. This workshop, I said, you are organizing on a very important topic. It is hands-on workshop on online teaching learning tools. And what is the purpose? For the implementation of effective student engagement strategies. We all are aware and experiencing from last March, I would say 2020, when suddenly we were compelled to switch over to online mode. What was our condition and the many difficulties we faced, particularly in imparting effective teaching and keeping students engaged and attentive in online mode. Still, some problems are to be addressed. And for that purpose, these people, organizing committee, they have selected the topic. What are the different tools available in online mode? And purpose is well defined for effective engagement of students in online mode. That is good part of it. I expect as they are giving one kind of training by conducting hands-on, whatever the knowledge about different tools participants will get, it will be very useful for their day-to-day working, and particularly when they are going in the class in online mode, and their students will be more attentive and effective learning process will happen. I express my once again sincere thanks to the Department of Mechanical Engineering and organizing team for this workshop, and my best wishes to the all participants. And with the urge, please take benefit of this particular important platform and explore the different tools available for a very basic purpose of imparting education in mode. I'm really grateful to the organizing committee for giving me an opportunity to be part of this important workshop. Thank you very much to the organizing committee. And now it is over to you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaikwad sir. Thank you, really a very big thanks for your strengthening words and motivating thoughts as always. But your words, your thoughts definitely gives us strength to and motivation, inspiration to all of us. And thank you. So we'll move further. And now I request our Vice Principal, Dr. Didi Chaudhary sir, to accept the bouquets as a part of love and respect from mechanical department.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, sir, and over to you. Yes.
Okay. Definitely, as sir said, it is really I'm very happy to see that this we can say one-day workshop and webinar has been organized by mechanical department. For this event, respected principal sir, all head of departments, all the faculty members, and honorable guest for the speaker, Mr. Professor Balwankar sir. And I observed that there are some participants from outside colleges also. So I'm really happy to welcome you all once again for this very good activity. And definitely this online platforms are available. So many platforms are available as you see. And how we can use it for the effective implementation. And as you know, we are having the students at their home in this pandemic situation. We have to adopt this online method in future also maybe. So that's why it is really an issue how to engage the students effectively. So I think this workshop is, as sir said, it is very important. We all teacher has to think on that. We have to become more and more trained in this. We have to learn more and more. So definitely, as we know, that teaching is a learning process, and life is a learning process. Always we have to learn whatever the things are coming, upcoming technologies and all that. So if you understand these technologies very well, then we can engage our students properly. So I hope that this session could be more interactive, and we can also learn some shares and experiences from the other participants. I hope that there are some teachers from professors from the polytechnic colleges also, so they might be having their good experience. So definitely with these interactive sessions, we can learn all these things, and definitely I'm very happy, and I really want to appreciate the efforts taken by the organizing committee of this event, and mechanical department as a whole, and all these members, Professor Yogini Raut, Professor Mayur Raut, and other members. And definitely congratulations to head of the mechanical department also for organizing such a nice event with the SAE chapter, Professor P.D. Kulkarni also. So once again, welcome you all and wish you best of luck for this program. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Saudari, sir, very much thank you to you. Again, you have motivated us. Thank you. And now, well, I welcome our head of the department, mechanical department, Professor Sambhaji Gaikwad, sir, to address, first of all accept these bouquets as a part of love and respect, definitely from the complete team and faculty students team of mechanical department. So please
Okay,
accept.
thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Yeah, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Good evening to one and all. First of all, I will welcome today's speaker, Mr. Manoj Balwankar, on behalf of the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SIT Lonavala. I also welcome respected Principal Sir and Campus Director Dr. M.S. Gaikwad Sir, Vice Principal Dr. D.D. Chaudhary Sir, all participants from SIT and STS colleges, and also from other institutes, polytechnics, engineering colleges from all over Maharashtra for this one-day workshop on effective hands-on workshop on the online teaching learning processes for effective engagement of the students. Now, as sir has rightly mentioned, since last 1.5 years, we are practicing different tools, and now we are at the position not only to conduct the online sessions, we also conduct online practicals. We also conduct online examination for the students. Means in all respect now we are using this online teaching learning processes. But the important consideration which is for everyone is the how we can effectively engage the students and how the students will be benefited in this process. So without wasting much more time, because all of you are eager to listen our today's resource person. So once again, I welcome all the participants for this workshop. And again, special thanks we can say to our organizing team, SAE Club, Professor P.D. Kulkarni sir in charge for this SAE activities. So once again, I welcome all of you for this workshop and hope this will be interactive one, and everyone will share their experiences, their doubts can be cleared in this workshop. So once again, I welcome all of you and thank you. Madam, over to you now.
Gaikwad, sir. Thank you very much, SM Gaikwad, sir. Now I request our Career Counseling Center, STAS Lonavala, Head Professor Mayur Raut, sir, to accept bouquets as a token of love and respect from Mechanical Department.
Thank you, madam.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam, once again. All the participants who have joined this workshop, and Dr. M.S. Gaikwad sir, Dr. D.D. Chaudhary sir, Professor Gaikwad sir, Kulkarni sir, and Yogini Raut madam, as well as the expert for today's session. It's going to be a very nice session. So all the students and as well as the participants, so as well as the faculty members, they can be having an interaction with the expert, because this is the need of the time that we are going online now in most of the fields, and it would be really nice that you would be going inside each and every tabs, whatever the experts sir will be going, Manoj sir will be telling to you, and many things are there in online platform. For example, now we are on the team section, maybe on Google Meet or any other Meet. That is just a interactive communication media. But whenever you go for virtual labs or any other interactive tools in which some activities has to be done online, it will be very proper. So we require a multidisciplinary approach now whenever we are going for ahead with any of the programs. So thank you once again for inviting me, as well as giving me chance to in front of you. So thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Raut sir. Now, I request uh, uh, Professor Balwankar sir, our today's person, Manoj Balwankar sir, to accept the bouquet, the flower bouquet from our STS family as the token of respect and love. Balwankar sir, are you there? The request to attendees that please switch off your mic. Okay, I will give a short briefing of our today's resource person, Professor Manoj Balwankar sir. Sir is working as assistant professor at School of Mechanical and Civil Engineering, MIT Academy of Engineering, Pune. Sir is research student of Production Department, BJTI, Mumbai. Sir has overall 8 years of experience, in which he is pursuing teaching 7.5 as well as industrial 1.5 years experience. Balwankar sir has conducted trainings for industrial engineering at JCB India Private Limited, and sir is taking many programs, such programs in many institutes. So we welcome you, Balwankar sir, for today's session, and I hand over the further session to you. Sir, over to you. Balwankar sir, are you there in the meeting?
Yes, ma'am. Can you stop presenting so that I can do?
Yeah, my presenting is stopped now. So over to you.
Okay. Is my slides visible?
Yes, it is
Yes,
visible.
sir, yes, it's
Okay.
visible.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I would like to request all the participants kindly be interactive, and for the interaction we are having this tool that is a WhatsApp group. So on this I'm really expecting that everybody should be you can say giving the feedback related to any of the question, and so that you can ask the question in between. I will be checking this group again and again to have this particularly fruitful interaction. So that is the main theme of our workshop. Okay. So unfortunately, we are not having meeting chat over here directly, so we can use this WhatsApp as an alternate tool. Okay. So let me start ahead with this particularly hands-on workshop on the effective student engagement strategies. So for this online teaching learning platform, and ultimately what is the main aim of this? We want to redefine the synchronous mode of the teaching. Everybody is aware now that whenever we talk about the e-learning, it can be classified into the synchronous mode and the asynchronous mode of the teaching. That is where we are conducting synchronous mode through various online teaching learning platforms like a Google Meet or Zoom or whatever it may be, where we are considering the direct interaction with the students. When we talk about this, it is very important because it can give us the direct feel of the online lecture delivery, and it can resemble to offline mode of the teaching. Okay, though there are a lot many differences between these two, and that is the reason why we are attending such workshops to know better and better about the online teaching learning modes. Second is when we talk about it is a asynchronous mode of the teaching, where it comes with regarding to the recording of the you can say videos, which is done using the various softwares like Camtasia, OBS Studio, or your regular Microsoft PPT, where you can record your voice, you can record your video. Right now, I'm speaking with webcam on with a certain purpose that I can have some eye-to-eye contact with you. So, though I'm not able to see you, at least you should be able to see me, so that there will be a better kind of a attention span with the participants. So this is one of the important tool when we start our session, if possible. When we talk about the network issues, if it is not there, as far as possible, we should be keeping our webcam on so that there can be a possibility of better student engagement. This is a basic thing I would like to start up with. So this is a particularly workshop which is mainly aimed at various tools that I will go through one by one. In the yesterday's session, during our discussion on the WhatsApp, I have already shared you one reference material. It is nothing but a simple steps which are explained how we can log into the respective tool. Obviously, whenever you go to the respective tool, there are a lot many options are there, which everything I cannot compile within a particularly book. That is why we are coming here and try to understand what are the exploration of the various tools in each and every kind of a website. Okay, so that is what we will do. So this workshop organized by SAE Students Club of SITL Lonavala. I thank the organizing committee, and let us start ahead. These are my contact details. You can contact me related to any of the doubt during the session or after the session as per your convenience. So let us go ahead. First of all, when we start ahead, there is a particularly inspiration is required, and inspiration for the teacher has to be the student engagement, student development. And whenever we talk about that, it is very hampered because of the pandemic situation. So when we talk about the mantra for the life for the teacher, there can be so many difficulties that can come in front of us, where maybe purely online teaching, maybe as you may be aware about that UGC has given one more circular related to blended learning, where the 40% of the online will be there even after the pandemic, and 60% of the offline will be there. So in such conditions, whatever the challenges may come, still those difficulties will not destroy us, because we will be equipping ourselves with all these different kind of tools, so that there will be better and better interaction, and we will explore our hidden potential and the power. So let us go ahead with this particular inspiration with the contents. So I will be starting with the online teaching learning tools. What is the requirement? Whenever we design any product, especially in our mechanical engineering, or if the participants are there from various branches of the engineering, we know that whenever we require any product, we always ask that what is the need of that product? Okay, what is the problem statement? So whenever we talk about that, the problem statement was that we were all locked down at our homes, and we want to reach out to the students in the most effective manner. So this is nothing but what becoming the tool need for the different online teaching learning tools. I will be explaining in correlation with that. Then what can be the applications of these tools in various modes? It is not a simple one-to-one lecture or the practical conduction. Apart from that, there are so many other platforms in which we can use these tools very effectively. And mind we can say that it is most of the cases, it is absolutely free of cost. So all the tools are available, just it is the matter of the thing that we want to learn this and we want to adapt this to this, so that we can utilize it in our most effective manner. So starting with the first tool, that is a Slido, Mentimeter, Miro, Polls Everywhere, We'll Decide, Padlet, and the quizzes. These are some of the tools that I will discuss at a length. In a short while, I can explain related to Google Classroom. Everybody must be aware about this already, but one or two features I will try to explain in correlation with that, and the tool called as a canvas. Okay, so these are the certain things, and at the end I will be discussing about application of these tools to build the e-content for the NBA criteria number 5.6, which is very vital, so that we can develop our own websites, and through that we can have this particularly better and better e-content development. Okay, and finally the conclusion, how this particularly can be utilized in the effective manner. Okay, so let us make our mood little bit light. These are the memes, as everybody is aware about them. We pass it on our WhatsApp groups like that. Okay, previously there were cartoon artists were there, like the great late Babasaheb Thackeray, and now there are so many memers are there. And if you look at some of the important memes are there, like teachers went from really class be quiet. Everybody, every time we say that you just shut up, please be quiet. And now what we are telling, please speak up, unmute yourself, and start your camera. Okay, so all these things, that is what we are doing nowadays, and this is what the revolution has become from the offline mode to the online mode. Okay, anybody want to speak? Otherwise you can mute your organizing team. Please see whose mic is on and kindly mute. Okay, so I hope my voice is audible to you. Then whenever we talk about that, it is a second case that whenever this online class is going on, generally what is the preference? The students are keeping their camera off, keeping their mic off, and simply go on to the sleeping. So we want to avoid this situation, and that is the reason why we are trying to understand what are the student engagement strategies. So this becomes our primary need for understanding all these tools and utilize them very freely, very effectively, so that the understanding with the students will be very high, and that is what is our main target. Then the third one, if you look at, whenever we are taking the online classes in the morning, what is the case? The students will pretend that they are learning, pretend that they are very attentive. They will give certain random, what we can say, poll answer. We are asking them very effectively. We are asking them a technical question which is related to any particularly point, and what they are doing, generally giving the answer randomly. So this also situation we want to avoid, pretending that the students are learning, they are attentive. Okay, so these are the certain things which are basically our need of the hour. Okay, then the next one, whenever we talk about them, what are the training, what are the needs of these tools? Okay, obviously we want to engage our students in a better manner. Let there be one-to-one interaction, let there be time consumption whenever we are speaking with a particularly highly motivated student, highly interactive student, because that interaction will free up the environment in your classroom. That will act like an icebreaker. Wherever the students will free up themselves, they will speak very, the students who are really shy, or they are not understanding how to initiate the discussion, they will also start discussing, and this will become a kind of a ignition point with regarding to the better discussion or better engagement. So there should be this particularly should be our goal. And you will ask me on this platform that then how we can cover up the syllabus. This is obviously a flip side of the coin, that if you are going with the better and better engagement with the student, what should be the how we can cover up the syllabus. The answer is very simple. You can utilize a second tool that is called the asynchronous mode of the teaching. Let's say in our metallurgy, we are having the Fe3C diagram, iron and iron carbide equilibrium diagram. It is considered to be one of the important diagram in the metallurgy. When we talk about that, you can explain, you can record a video of that and explain each and every step in detail in a small, very slow pace. Because in online mode, we have to understand that compared to offline mode, the pace of the speaking has to be reduced compared to offline mode, because the students may not get your wordings because of the network issue, because of so many other what you can say constraints. So for this particular purpose, we have to make sure that we are recording the videos, and whenever we talk about that, after this particularly thing, whenever we are recording these videos, we can share with the on the LMS, and they can access at any particularly point of time very easily, and they can learn again and again same concept. So this is nothing but the better engagement can occur along with the syllabus coverage. Then represent the basic technical content in aesthetic form. Very important. We are not at all saying that these tools can replace your content. Not at all. What is the thing that these are nothing but the tools, but the basic knowledge which you are imparting in the classroom becomes the very important aspect. Only the thing, its representation, if we are keeping as simple as possible, then the very heavy content also can be digested in a small parts. Like that is what we do in finite element analysis, dividing the whole mesh into the number of mesh sizes, okay, small pieces, and that is what really helps in better and better understanding and better student engagement. Then when we go ahead with this, there has to be establishing a connect with the millennial learners. They want the data to be available 24/7. They want your recordings should be there, so that the you can say understanding can be done at any point of time. We have to also realize that in synchronous mode of the teaching, there is lot of data consumption at the student end. So in such condition, if you are going with all the 100% synchronous mode, that is also very problematic, because every time the availability of the network cannot be there at every day throughout the semester. So for this particular purpose, if you are going with the asynchronous mode and synchronous mode together, we will be able to deliver our content effectively and establishing a better connect with these millennial learners. Then the next one, innovate the course assessment techniques. When we talk about that, the summative technique, where whichever we take it at the end of the semester or during the semester as a unit test, end semester test, whatever, and the diagnostic. So immediately after this session or during this session, you will find certain quizzes. So we will be understanding the case that how many participants are really attending this session, okay, and also what is the level of the understanding they are having. So depending upon that response, if you are modifying your content during the session itself, then it is called as a diagnostic assessment. Okay, so let us go ahead. What are the applications of these tools? Lot many applications are there, but some of them I have enlisted over here. Like activity based learning, you can utilize it effectively for 1 minute paper, the think pair share activity, presentation exam, presentation what you can say exam which can be conducted, poster presentation, effectively it can be conducted in the online mode, okay, as well as there is a blended learning activity or a peer learning activity which I will be demonstrating all this through classroom, utilization of this through the classroom, okay. Then the practical session related to that, we know that we are using the virtual labs, we are using typically the recorded videos which we are conducting the experiments in the labs, or the general YouTube videos from the industries or from the research point of view, which we can show, okay. Effectively we can engage them, we can show them the videos at their pace and explain them in the effective manner. Online meetings, very important when we talk about the corporate meetings where some data analysis needs to be done, and like that it can be done very effectively. Also, if you look at the student teacher parent meeting, everybody is aware now that due to pandemic nobody will be able to move from one place to other place, but forget about that. Even in the non-pandemic situation also, in general, for the student teacher parent meeting, there is a very poor response. So we have to realize that the parents will not find the time to come to your place physically. Instead of that, if you are giving them the virtual tour of your department, if you are giving them the one-to-one interaction with the parents through the online mode, people will be more responding towards it. So in our MIT Academy of Engineering, we are following this online mode and we are being successful compared to offline mode, definitely. So this is one of the tool which is really important. As well as when we talk about that, my suggestion will be that for all the time in the future there has to be online parent teacher meeting, because it is a more convenient manner of interaction compared to offline mode for the people. Then when we go about that, we take the student course feedback every time at the start of the semester and end of the semester. Its analysis can be done effectively using these tools. That is what we will speak of it. Okay. So let us go ahead. I hope everybody is ready now. You can start with the first tool, that is called as a Slido. Okay. I will be going off from the PPT and going to the demonstration now. So this is the first tool. I hope everybody is logged in. I'm just sharing with you this particularly link again on our WhatsApp group. Okay, if you are not using the reference material which is already provided to you, you can still log in to this particularly Slido. Okay, so this is the link which I have provided to you, and simply log in with your Gmail. And after logging with your Gmail, then you can find such kind of a interface. Okay, in this interface there is a I hope everybody is with me. Say Y or N in the chat box. Y is for yes, N is for no. Can you give me the feedback in the in our WhatsApp group? Go ahead. There is no response. Some yes. First one is the host itself, our Professor Kulkarni sir, Abhishek Joshi sir. Go ahead. Okay. Yes, thank you. To save the time, you can type Y. Fine. Okay. So let us go ahead with this particularly tool. First of all, as a Slido. Okay. So there is some demonstration which I have already created. Before going to the demonstration, let us try to understand how to create this Slido. Okay. It is a tool where you can create some quizzes. You can create some word cloud. Every time everybody is aware about the Mentimeter, this is also we are going to cover. But apart from Mentimeter, Slido is the another tool by which the same effect of word cloud you can create. Word cloud is for what? It is used for creation of the mind map. How the different words are being put together by number of participants. That is what we will be able to see the demonstration. Okay. So first of all, you have to click to the new Slido. Let us give the name as a demo one. Already the demo is there. So I'm removing that particularly spell. Okay. So let us go ahead. You can see here there is some event code. One way you can share the event code to the participants. You can give some certain deadline. Let's say I want to schedule from a particularly 2 days time. So likewise, I can give this particularly scheduling of this Slido can be done. Now, whenever you are starting with there, it will ask you certain options like MCQs. Okay, let us start ahead with the first one. So how you will create it? You can ask the question as a regular Google form nowadays. Previously, it was not there for the Google form. Previously, it was not taking as an image. Nowadays, it is taking as an image. So the Slido was effective tool so that you can insert the image for the question. Let's say I want to understand the details of the microstructure of the ductile cast iron. So I can ask the students that identify the respective part in your microstructure of the ductile cast iron. What is the exactly typically a nodular graphite or likewise. Okay. So such kind of a questions I can ask, and I can put up these particularly options and mark the respective correct option likewise, or you can add the multiple select question as well. Okay, so this is another tool, and simply here you can say launch. Okay. Second is the word cloud. When you talk about that word cloud, you have to ask some sort of open-ended question where the people can answer in multiple manner. Okay. Let's say I'm asking what are the different tools in online teaching learning platform. So you can enlist number of tools. So what it will promote the more and more participation from the people. Okay. And it has to be a sort of easy question, because we are asking momentarily, we are asking suddenly. So not like it has to be a usual question, or you have taught any particular concept and everybody is really understanding it, so spontaneously the participant should be able to answer it. So such kind of a question should be asked. You can filter, you can give the particularly profanity filter, so that this is very important, because somebody is giving some abusing words, and likewise it can be filtered out effectively. So this is a tool which you can check box, you can keep this tick on. Okay, then it is up to you. Let's say I'm handling a class of 100 students, 60 students, so I can disable this, don't allow the multiple answer, because that word cloud will be very clumsy. Otherwise, if I'm implementing this tool for a short you can say practical session, that is with only 10 to 15 participants, then I can allow this multiple answer, let the people answer again and again. Okay, so like that, these are the certain options. Simple thing, very important as a tool. Again, whenever we talk about the mind mapping. Okay, third thing, whenever we talk about this, you can create some quiz. Okay, in the quiz you can add these questions in the different form. Okay, and this quiz will be nothing but what sort of a sort of mini competition which you can keep, and according to that, you can see here, you can enable this leaderboard. Whenever you this enable this leaderboard, it will give you the very good what you can say understanding of how each and every participant is answering for the question, and in at what time spontaneously. If somebody is answering, then he will get more marks, he will get more points. Okay, in this quiz. Again, you can enable the timer. You can see here, whatever the time you require, I think it is up to maximum, it goes here like this. Whatever the time you require, you can keep it. And likewise, it is also giving a freedom that suppose you are asking very easy question, keep the timer very less, so that the students will not feel, I can say, a lengthy kind of a quiz. Okay, so we have to keep them on the toes as well. This is our main aim of enabling the timer. Okay, so this is another tool which we can basically use in this particularly Slido as a particularly quiz. Okay, then next one is the rating, very important. We say that how much is the Likert scale, how much is the understanding of particularly point which you have given. So whenever we are taking the teacher feedback or likewise, this is also important tool where you can give them on the 5-pointer scale, and likewise simply rating which you can give. Okay, so again, the open text is utilized for giving the answer by their own. Okay, it is not like 100% subjective kind of a question, but it is a small 1 or 2 liner subjective you can say data can be put. For this particular purpose, open text can be utilized. Okay, again, it is up to you, you can allow the multiple answers or not. You can put up the imaging as well here. Okay, and finally the ranking. Whenever we talk about that, a particularly question is asked. Let's say we are talking about what is the favorite branch of the mechanical engineering. You can randomly put up the different options like a production, design, then the materials and metallurgy, as well as you can put related to thermal, fluid, and likewise. So the participants, depending upon their liking, they can give the answer, and this ranks will go on changing. Okay, so it is again a very good tool, so that multiple answers are there. We can understand what is the people's liking with regarding to a particularly topic from this question called as a ranking. Okay, so these are the different questions, type of the questions. That is what we have tried to understand. Okay, let us go ahead with the first demo. Okay, that is related with for today's workshop which I have created. So I'm creating now the poll. Okay, so whenever we talk about this, starting this particularly tool. Okay, presenting now. Okay, whenever I'm starting the presenting, first of all, what I need to do, share with the participants. How to share? There are options like I can give this particularly Slido code. Okay, on the slido.com you can give. Very simple. Another option is that you can share the link with the participant. I hope everybody is able to see. Just here, click on the share with the link with the participants. The same link I will put on the WhatsApp group. Please go ahead and please click on here. Okay. Madam is saying, yes, Yogini ma'am, it's asking the code related to what? Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah. Initially, it is active.
Initially, okay. Yeah, ma'am. Directly you can use the Gmail and you can log in into it.
Okay.
Can you see this now? Everybody, say Y or N in the chat box. Whatever the current online teaching learning quiz which I have created, are you able to attempt that? This particularly quiz. I'm starting with the poll now. Go ahead. I have already started with the poll. Are you able to see this? I'm checking the WhatsApp group. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself anyhow. Say Y or N in the chat box. Participants, please be attentive. Yes, Charles sir, thank you. You are the first one attempted. Okay.
Yes, sir. We can attend it.
Yes, yes. Let the participants speak, ma'am. Yes, go ahead. All the participants say Y or N in the chat box. Please give your frank opinion with regarding to the quizzes, okay, which we will be taking during the session. Okay, so first quiz, that is what we are talking about, is simple, very simple. And let us go ahead with the next one. Okay, so when we talk about this, just a moment. This is the tool which we are creating. Okay, that is the first quiz. Let us go ahead with the second. I'm running the second poll now. Word cloud. I hope everybody is able to see the word cloud right now. What are the tools in online teaching learning? Go ahead and attempt this particularly second one. Yes, let the cloud be really dense. Whatever the tool you know, go ahead. Right now I can see 35 participants are there which are giving the poll. 38, 39, yes, it is increasing. And attendees are quite greater in number compared to actual participating people. Attendees are 61. 43 are actually participating. So you can see the difference. And likewise, you can highlight the people that let students join, let students be motivated for giving more and more participation. Okay. So this is the way you can make them alert. Very good cloud you can create. And similarly, with regarding to that, you can get the multiple answers out of it. This is again a very good tool which you can use it as a part of apart from Multimeter. We can use this for your mind mapping. Okay, so I'm stopping here, deactivating the poll. Whenever I deactivate the poll, you will not be able to answer now. Okay, then later on you can see here, you can view the results. Okay, you can view the results likewise here. Maybe you can take up the screenshot or likewise whatever as per your requirement. Otherwise you can just go here. Okay, just a moment. With regarding to whatever this particular slide. Okay, and if you are going here, that is the previous one. Okay, that is related with the case. You can find from here, you can take the data. Okay, so let us go ahead with the next one. That is, online teaching is giving the satisfaction to the teacher as compared to offline mode. Please go ahead, give your answer. And this is the rating question. Please, you can find out that first question was the multiple choice. Second question was the word cloud. Third question was the rating question. Fourth one is the open text question, and fifth one is the ranking question. So for every question, we are taking one case study so that we can understand the respective utilization of the Slido in the effective manner. Okay. So here you can see that as per you are saying, the score 3.4 is there. That is what average score is there, which you can find out of the 5 rating which you can see. Okay. So I hope you are comfortable with this Slido till this third question. Okay. Fourth question now I am running is related to open text poll. Okay. So can you name a few open educational resources which you are aware about? Okay. So you can go ahead. Right now 48 participants are there. You can put any OERs, names of the OERs, whatever you are aware about. In the text box you can put, and these text box are appearing over here. You can see here in the what you can say is a real-time experience. You are able to see the changes in the names of these particularly OERs. Okay, so this is a important tool where you can take the understanding of the students. Okay, in correlation with it, lot many options are coming. Edmodo, Coursera, NPTEL, Swayam, these are the certain most common answers. edX, Udemy, okay, these are the certain answers which are coming. Okay, fine. So let us go ahead. Thank you for this particular poll. I'm starting with the next one, that is a ranking poll. Okay, what is the answer? What is the question here? The online teaching learning is providing access to the e-contents with the better convenience and ease of the access. Do you agree or strongly agree, neutral, strongly disagree, or simply you can say? Okay, this is a 5-pointer Likert scale which you can establish, and accordingly you can take the particularly poll. Okay, so in correlation with the ranking. Okay, so all the 5 questions, that is what we demonstrated. Okay, you can see here 63 are the participants right now, okay, which are giving the poll. So it is good. Okay, I'm stopping the poll now. Okay, you can see here whenever I'm considering the presenting. So likewise, you can present all these particularly polls, all these questions. For the first question, 40 participants were there. For the second poll, 49 were there. Third, 62, 65, 64. Likewise, you can understand each and every, what we can say, particularly understanding of each and every question, how the participants were giving the contribution. Okay, so likewise, if there is any query from this Slido, you can ask me. I will just wait here in the WhatsApp group. You can give the response if there is any query. If there is no query, you can say why. Thank you, Akshay sir. Okay, Samir sir, thank you. You can say why. If there is no any query, I can go ahead. Otherwise, if there is any query, you can put up this in the WhatsApp group, or you can unmute yourself. Best possible way, you can unmute yourself. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let us go ahead with the second tool then. From Slido. Okay, all the regular processes I have explained, forget about this text. We will be going with the demonstration directly. Next one is the Multimeter. Okay, now the Multimeter, where you can find, is a very common tool, and nowadays the people are using extensively. Okay, so Multimeter also possesses certain kind of options like this as well, but there is a slight variation. That is what we will try to see, and how this variation can be effectively utilized for certain activity based conduction. That is also we will try to see. Okay, so if I talk about the demo of any particularly Multimeter, again there will be certain questions. Okay, now but the difference is that here for every slide there will be certain single slide, single question will be there. Okay, so like that you can see. So there is a multiple choice question you can put. You can see here the word limit is up to 150, that we have to mind, especially for problem if you are giving, that is numerical if you are giving, there can be a lengthier kind of a description. So that we have to mind here as a 150 as a word limit. Okay, then you can put up the certain options like this. Again, you can find just like your Google form, there is an option of uploading the image. So if I want to say that what is the microstructure of the low carbon steel, I can simply without see in such question I want to directly demonstrate the options as a images. So no need to put up the text here at all. Directly put up the images and ask the question with the students. Now it is up to you. Now, as I said, what is the difference between Mentimeter and the Slido? The representation can be really very attractive in Mentimeter because you can formulate the bar charts for rankings or whatever the purposes, like out of these options which one is the popular, which one is the lesser popular, like that donut kind of a representation, pie chart, or the dots kind of a representation can be done. Okay, forget about this related to aesthetic part. Very important from teacher point of view, that show the results in the percentages. That means let's say I want to understand that exact concept of any particular point in my explanation, whether the crux of the matter has been understood by the participants or not. If I want to check, then I can simply click on this so that I can immediately get the satisfaction that after teaching of a particularly concept, the participants are giving the correct answer, and the results in the percentages shows that they are giving the very good answers, so that I can move with the next point with the greater enthusiasm, with the greater motivation. Okay, so this is the tool. If you are enabling, it can give you the better motivation. Now you will ask me that what about the vice versa? If let's say very difficult concept is there, or either or very simple concept is there, people are not participating, people are not attending. So in such condition, what will happen? Your result will go down. Okay, since you are asking some logical technical question, it will happen like that. Even for the simple question also, the participants you can say results will go down as far as the correct answer is concerned. In that case, you can repeat the procedure again, you can repeat that explanation again, so that the people will understand that either they are not participating is not going to work, or if they are giving the random answers is not going to work. Okay, we have to be attentive, we have to give the correct answers as per our understanding, so that the people will be motivated for the better attention span. Okay, so this is what my suggestion is, that go for this. It will give you the mirror during your mirror of the situation in correlation with the session. Okay, then you can find show correct answer. It is up to you again. Let's say I want to keep my this question bank for the activity separate, and the question bank for my end sem exam, mid sem exam, I'm going to keep separate. You can keep this answer, keep this option as on. Okay, if you are not sure, hundreds of questions you have prepared, okay, then you are not sure, then you can keep this off, so that the correct answers will not be shown. You can explain them orally, whatever is the correct answer, and like this. Okay, then let the participants choose the multiple options. This is also one of the thing for multiple choice questions. Otherwise it will be a single correct option. Okay, so this is what certain things which we need to see. Then if you go to the next slide, it will ask you for this word cloud. Okay, word cloud, again, it is like what we have seen in our Slido. Similarly, you can ask the question here. If you see there, it was what option was only you can restrict the people from multiple answers or not. Okay, that was the simple what we can say one question which was there. Okay, so if you click on word cloud, okay, related to it, if you see here whatever the demo which we have seen, so in the demo there is only one option, that whether you can allow the multiple answers or not. But here in the Mentimeter, you can see that you can restrict the participants with regarding to the number of entries. So you can put 3, 5 and likewise, and accordingly you can restrict the number of entries per participants. So this is an advanced option compared to your regular particularly Slido, and that is the reason why this is a way, additional point which you can see. let the participant multiple times. So maximum participation will be 3 only if you are putting. If you want to increase this, you can go ahead like this. Okay. Next question, if you want to demonstrate, is related to okay, say here there is a particularly word cloud open-ended, and then scales or the rankings and the question and answer. Okay, these are the certain questions. You can put up the different themes and likewise depending upon your requirement of this particularly very attractive themes which you can put. And for this, let me give you the my presentations and let me participate everyone for this particularly demo. Okay, so this is again a online teaching learning demo that I will share with you. Go ahead on the menti.com. Okay, and also I will share the link. You can see here directly, you can click on the share and simply you can use these two options. One is the Mentimeter code. Most of the times people are sharing this Menti code. Instead of that, it is very easy whenever you are sharing the link. Okay, so please go ahead again for the menti.com, click on this link and give the answer. Okay, yes, Akshay sir. Okay, engage into other material. No problem, sir. Go ahead. Okay, so you click on this menti.com. Okay, and are you able to give the answers? Say Y or N in the chat box for the menti.com. Are you able to see? Okay, thank you, Manohar sir. Go ahead. Other participants, go ahead. Please put your comments. Be interactive. Unmute yourself. I'm coming to Teams also for checking your feedback. Okay. So you can give this copy link over here, or you can give the QR code. Okay, you can see, you can download this QR code and share with the people. Okay, so this is also possible. So those people who are familiar with this QR code, you can use this. Right now I am showing the QR code, so probably you can scan it. I am not familiar with this option actually, but you can just click on this and utilize it. Okay, so no problem. So you can see here, what are the favorite branches of mechanical engineering? This is the question I'm asking. Right now I'm presenting. Go ahead. Okay, so there are options like design, fluid, materials engineering. Fortunately, 27% are there. If Prasad Lokhande sir is there in our session, he will definitely vote on materials, like me. Production, Prasad Kulkarni sir will vote, I think. Okay, so likewise the thermal, Gaikwad sir will vote. Okay, so likewise you can go ahead, give the voting. I hope everybody is able to give the take the access. Okay, so this is the first one. 53 participants I can see, they have given the voting. Second questions, again the question is that what are the tools which are familiar, just like we used. Can you see the difference between Mentimeter.com and the Slido? Here there is a very beautiful theme is there which I have put, and second I have put one image, okay, on the right hand side. So the representation is the only the difference, nothing else. That is what I want to demonstrate. Okay, so likewise you can see. Are you able to go to the third question? Third question. Okay, right now there are two questions, sorry. So you can put the add slides and likewise, and you can put the whatever the questions you want. Okay, so I hope both the questions you are able to attempt. Say Y or N in the chat box. Is there any query related to Mentimeter.com? Say Y or N in the chat box, please. Should I go ahead from Mentimeter.com to the next one? Okay, thank you, madam. Okay. Unable to get code. Sir, I am sharing the link again. There is no need of code, I think. Code also I will share, that is not a problem. Samir sir, just a moment. This is the link. If you're directly clicking, you will be able to get that menti.com. Otherwise, if you want code, this is the code. Just let me give you this particular code. Okay, please be attentive and kindly give the voting. Give your feedback, okay, related to whatever you are able to use this tool effectively or not. Okay, so we'll go ahead with the whatever the feedback we have got from the participants. Let's go ahead. The next tool, whenever we talk about that, is the Miro. Okay, in the Miro, the mind map can be created. Now, this is an important task for you, everyone. I'm opening this Miro on another Gmail purposefully because some of the tools can give you the costing after a certain utilization. Okay, so if you see here, this is the Miro board. Now I am sharing with you how to create the Miro board. Let us try to see first. Sorry for that. Okay, so here you can create the new board. There are options like there can be a particularly case where you can use the template like a regular Kanban or likewise Kanban boards or likewise, or simply you can see here you can create some meeting reflection or likewise other tools which you can use. Let's say here if the meeting reflections I'm creating, okay, use the blank template. That is what I will do because let the participant feel that they are contributing. Okay, so in this question I will just ask, okay, so here these are certain templates you can see here. What have you learned, or what was surprising, what are the user problems or opportunities, okay, whatever we have learned, and what you have missed. So the same template I will try to collaborate with you. Okay, get the title. Okay, so this is, let's say, a reflection spot. Okay, let's say this one, and I will try to share now. How I can share this? Copy invite link again, share it on the WhatsApp group, same procedure. Click on this and write whatever you want related to these questions. Okay, in this particularly Miro. Okay, in the Miro, what is the case? Here you can utilize this for creation of the mind mapping. Okay, I hope everybody is able to see. Okay, I can see the cursor of Mr. Prasad Kulkarni sir, Professor Prasad Kulkarni sir. Okay, now there is option. If you see here, hide collaborator cursor, or you can keep it on. Kalyani Kulkarni ma'am. Now there are tools. Let me introduce that. Okay, first of all, you can use this sticky note. Put up a sticky note over here. Okay, now what is the option? You can put some text box, or you can say comment here. Okay, what is the add of the comment? What is the question? What you have learned? So I have learned about the Slido as an option for Mentimeter. Then also I learned about the you can say timeline for quizzes. This is for quizzes in Mentimeter and this particularly slide. Okay, so this is what I have done, and I can put some smiley and likewise rest because we want the people to be interactive. Okay, so this is what I have put, the particularly what we can say the sticky note. I hope everybody is able to use this. Go to this pen, write something. Okay, okay, here these are the tools which we are understanding right now. I am not having the pen tab, so excuse me for this. Okay, so what are the tools which you are using? This is what you can mention. Okay, then you can mention that whether the participation is happening among the today's participants or not. Is the session is monotonous, whatever is the case, or it is a dialogue is happening. You can write it here. Go ahead. If you are going with the this pen tab, it will be better whenever we talk about utilization of the pen. Otherwise, with the practice also you can get the hands-on with regarding to this particularly laptop touchpad also. Okay, so these are the certain tools, sticky tools you can use. Please go ahead and type something. I am going to store this mind map later on. Okay, I hope everybody is able to get the feel of this. Okay, you can go ahead and utilize these frames, then presentation mode. Some of the tools are you can say on purchase basis, on paid basis, but some of the tools are on a free basis like this. You can utilize it very easily. Okay, I hope everybody is able to see what are the questions. Accordingly, you can answer. So Kalyani ma'am is writing here tools like what we can say. Myro will give more like this. She is writing. Okay, let her complete. So other participants, please write it here. Okay, right now I can see only 5 participants are there. Okay, let me go to WhatsApp group. Code is not required, ma'am. A minute, just let me go ahead again. Okay, let me go with the Myro again and let me check if I can share the Myro code as well. Okay, so you can see this is our Myro reflection. Okay, I'm sharing it again, no issue. You can see here anyone with the link can access, can view. Okay, invite link. I have already invited the link. Okay, so share with the 10 members. Okay, there is some. Okay, you can see here Akshay sir can edit, everybody is able to edit, so I think there is no problem. You can go and edit here. Is there any issue? Okay, it is asking some information. Do you need to sign up, Chahal sir? Yes, we need to sign up using Gmail, and it is asking for some information. Information only is related to Gmail. If you are logging, I think that will be sufficient. It will not ask more related to this. Okay. Yes, right now 11 participants are there. Please type here whatever you are understanding, whether yes, somebody has put one sticky note. Yes, Nilesh Gaikwad sir is saying very effective tool. I am giving the reply with the smiley. Thank you very much. Okay, it is innocent. Okay, so it is nothing but yes. Thank you very much. Okay, so like that you can have some participation, and that is what is a very important tool. You can share with the students. Let the student answer the queries in this particularly form. Okay, you can see the peer pressure is also there, just like a peer learning. Peer pressure has to be there. Some of the students are very expressive. They will put so many comments over here, so the other participants, other students will feel pressure that yes, we should also give some answer, and they will feel that they are living in a dynamic classroom. Okay, so this is a tool. Again, you can utilize it effectively. Yes, thank you very much. This is one of the comment, very effective tool. Yes, Bhavika ma'am is saying very effective tool. Thank you. And this is what likewise you can put as a smiley or whatever it may be. Okay, so this is where you can utilize. You can select the pen, change the font, and likewise many options are there. You can go and explore shapes, and likewise you can add in correlation with it. So within this you can give the answer. Okay, you can give the question, and likewise, okay, and likewise you can utilize it for your own effective purpose. Okay, so let's say when we talk about this, how it can be utilized, if I'm explaining the classification of the copper alloys. Okay, copper alloys are classified on the basis of percentage of this zinc. So there are alpha brasses, beta brasses, and likewise. So what I will do now, purposefully I will keep certain blanks, purposefully I will keep certain fields. Okay, so let's say copper alloys is the main title. I will keep alpha alloy as a text, alpha beta alloy as a blank, and gamma alloy as a again blank. So by one clue of alpha alloy, the students should be able to think what is the other classification, what is the alpha beta, and what is the gamma. Likewise, keep certain thing in the straight away give the answer, keep certain thing blanks, let the student participate through this Myro. Okay, so this is what one of the important tool. Now I'm coming to this important aspect. Everybody please concentrate here. Exporting this board. Okay, you can click here, exporting this board, save it as an image. Okay, whatever the image format, I think it is a JPG. Later you can convert if you want to go for any other format also. Okay, not an issue. We are having so many tools like that. Okay, so after downloading this, you can see here whatever that real time board was there, it is saved like this. Okay, if I just go and zoom out, if I go and zoom out here like this, okay, and adjust the proper level of the zooming like this. Now if I say download, you can see again. Yes, okay, export it. You can download this very well as a particularly tool. Okay, so here you can take this data with you of the activity, and based on that you can assess the students. You can download this as a PDF or other manner also. This is another tool, okay, as a spreadsheet also. So lot many things which you can explore based on this, and I request everyone utilize this for the effective purpose for activity based learning effectively. Okay, so coming to now to the discussion related to next one. I hope everybody is comfortable with Miro. Should I go ahead, say Y or N in the chat box? I'm going again back to our WhatsApp group. Say Y or N in the chat box, please. Okay. Yes. Some of the participants, if I say, are giving the answer. Some of them are not interacting, so please don't do it. Please have a hands-on particularly experience based on it, so that we can discuss on these tools very well. Okay, I request everyone to participate really in this particular session. Okay, okay, thank you for your feedbacks. Let us go ahead now. Okay, with the fourth tool. Okay, yes, Smita madam, it is asking some information. Okay, I think it is directly giving you all the answer, the access if you are going with the Gmail. Okay, I hope this is working. Okay, fine. Let us go ahead with the next tool. That is a fourth tool for today. That is a polls everywhere. In the polls everywhere, you can utilize again in the form of the quiz. Okay, but there are certain more advantages compared to Mentimeter and Slido. Okay, what are these? Let us try to see. Okay, previous tool was a little bit different. It was related to mind mapping and likewise. Now again, this polls everywhere. This is the tool. Okay, you can find. And once you log in with your regular Gmail account, you will find this particularly interface. So in this interface, what we need to do, click on the new activity. On the new activity, you will find similar options like multiple choice, where you can put up, there is no time, there is no word limit in this. So this advantage you can take. Those who are teaching for the numerical kind of a subjects, you can put the whatever the title you want, the question. You can put the image along with that as well, especially for heat transfer or the subjects where the imaging is also required. Materials engineering, again, there is a requirement of the image as well. So here you can put again this question you can create like this. This is a regular thing which we are all familiar now. Okay. Again, for the word cloud, you can create the title, but you can see here there is no other advanced options like Mentimeter, like a number of participants, number of attempts by every participants and like that. These are not the options which are available. Now it is very important, called as a clickable image. Okay, very important. What I feel, very effective tool. You can upload, you can give the title for the respective question. Let's say, as I say, the graphite flakes in the gray cast iron. This is the microstructure of the gray cast iron, and within that I want to highlight the graphite flakes. So what I will do, I will put up the question, show up or highlight where are the graphite flakes in the given microstructure, and upload that image of the microstructure. So what will happen, the participants will be able to click on the respective part of that particular image, and you can say accordingly there will be a specific identification of the phases can be done. Similarly, let's say for your respective subject, whenever we are talking about it, let's say in the design, okay, let's say suppose some crack formation is happening, and like that you are asking the student that where will be the final failure will take place, okay, probable failure. So depending upon that crack propagation, and likewise, so likewise they can highlight this is a probable area during the notch area, during the keyhole area, there can be a possibility of the failure that you can highlight. Or in electrical engineering, let's say you want to highlight where is the potentiometer, or where is the particularly capacitor, and likewise. Or simply you can ask that what is the microprocessor of that particular type. So all this clickable image can help us in selecting a specific option within the given image. Okay, so demonstration of that I'm going to give you with one of the particular case study. Okay, definitely related to it. Okay, one of the case called as a survey, very important, especially those people, those faculty who are doing this research in engineering education related to qualitative analysis. If you talk about, for the qualitative analysis, you can ask the question, the survey, okay, and let's say in many of the cases you can ask the multiple choice. You can see here, you can create whatever the type of the question in the survey, multiple combinations of the questions you can keep. Otherwise you can keep a regular what you can say multiple select or single select kind of a questions you can create. But this combination of the questions will create an interest in the survey. Many of the times, if you see, whenever the survey comes to us, we directly, if I speak about myself, if you go to any particularly pantaloons kind of a store, if you see, there is some smiley and like that the buttons are there. So directly what we do, directly click on the respective smileys and immediately you can say relieve yourself from this whole long process of the shopping, right? So the same thing should not happen with our qualitative research. For that purpose, what is the case? You want to create the interest among the participants for every question. So there has to be some surprise element that you can create using this combination of the questions. Okay. So this is my suggestion as far as the qualitative survey is concerned. You can include this. Okay. Open-ended is just like your Menti or just like your Slido you can find. There is one more option is there called as a competition. Just like a leaderboard in the Slido, you can keep this competition and let the participants participate and let there be a interaction with regarding to the particularly questions, and let there be some competitiveness. Okay, so let us go ahead. I'm going with the demonstration now. These are the activities of mine. If you see here, okay, so if I go to clickable image now, okay, if I'm going with the clickable image, this is what I'm activating. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so here I'm presenting, here I'm activating now. What is the question? Identify the graphite phase in the microstructure. Now I'm not expecting the correct answer, just we want the demonstration. So if I want to test in your mobile phone, the question will look like this. Okay, and if I click on the present, and if I say share and embed, copy the response link and share with you on WhatsApp group. Same process I'm following for every tool. Okay, is every polls everywhere free? Sir, most of the times it is free. Polls everywhere. Every tool has got some limitation nowadays in correlation with the online teaching learning, because they will ask for some kind of a subscription later on. But most of the times it is free. One way you can avoid this, you can create multiple email IDs. Okay, this is what I have done right now. If you see here, for this workshop, I have created this particularly one email ID and created this particularly demonstration. So you can create this, you can have this bypass, or by using this, you can avoid the subscription. Okay, this is the answer, sir. Okay, thank you for asking this question, sir. Chahal, sir. Is it accessible? Polls everywhere? Are you able to click on the image? Can somebody answer in the meeting chat in the chat box of WhatsApp group. I'm going again back to our this particular case of what we can see. Okay, are you able to give, activate? Now I'm activating. Let's see. Okay. Okay, it is poll is full. That is what the answer. Okay, thank you. So poll is full, but here you can see some clickings you can do, and likewise you can. Let me clear the response if it is happening. Okay, now I'm activating. Let's see. Now, are you able to give the response? Again, I'm copying the case, sharing with you. Check now. Please check, kindly check. Give the response, say Y or N. Otherwise, I will try to use another option. Okay, I'm activating. Is it okay? Is it activated? Okay, done. Thank you, sir. Chal, sir. Thank you, Prasad, sir. Okay. Show the responses. Can you see here? I've clicked on the show the responses, and you can find here full screen. If I go like this, the responses are coming. Okay, so beautifully it is showing the what are the different points in the microstructure. Unfortunately, it's 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 only participants are 8 is there. Okay, coming up. 8 participants are participating. Okay, others requested to click on the link. You can utilize this particularly case as well. Respond at polcv.com and likewise. Okay, so likewise we can utilize it polls everywhere for clickable image. I hope this is a new thing you have found out compared to previous previous tools like it is a Slido or Multimeter. Okay, so this is a new thing which we can utilize in our polls everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I'm going ahead. Is it okay? Fine. So this is what one question you have to put, one image you have to put, and ask the question and activate the poll. That's it. Okay. Yes. Is it fine? Should I go ahead now? Let us see. Again, I can ask this question. What is the carbon in this particularly temper carbon in the graphite? Likewise, I can ask the question. If previously, if the people are not able to answer, you can answer now. I'm sharing again, okay, as a particularly another link. Okay, link is copied. Please try on this as well. Click on the random manner. Please try this as well. Okay, this is for the another second example of the clickable image. Second example of the clickable image which you can find here. So this is the temper carbon graphite you need to identify. Yes, thank you very much. 2 responses have come. Let me go full screen. So you can find here compared to last one, good responses are coming directly. Go ahead. Okay. Yes. Please give the responses more and more. Yes, you can see here. Likewise, you can create the interactive environment and the students will be able to get engaged effectively. Okay. So thank you. This is the another tool as far as the clickable image is concerned. Now let us see here in correlation with it. I have created some open book, open questions as well as some. You can see here. Okay. So if you see here, this is one of the question which has been created. Likewise, you can see allotropy of the pure. And for this, randomly I have put any image. This is not the image for the allotropy. But likewise, you can find, you can ask them the question, where is the alpha ion, where is the delta ion, where is the gamma ion. Like that, you can ask the specific question and let the student click on the specific part of the image and answer the poll, okay, or answer this particularly question. So likewise, you can create. Again, I will ask this question as a particularly word cloud. Okay, let me activate and copy to you. What are the opportunities? People talk about the challenges. Let us talk about the opportunities. What are the opportunities in teaching learning? Okay, you can simply give the response over here. If you are able to access or not, say Y or N. Please go ahead. Here you need to give the response. I'm going full screen. Nobody is able to access yet. Is it the case? I have activated already. Let me check WhatsApp group. Are you able to access? Say Y or N, please. Please go ahead. Okay. Thank you, madam. Sawan, madam. Yes, Sawan, madam. Yes. Or yes. Please go ahead. Participant, yes, thank you. Please type any opportunities related to online teaching learning. Go ahead. What you feel that this will be explored more in coming days, or this needs to be done for the blended learning, which is required by UGC now. You can put up your question. You can put up course related content. Okay, software coaching, you can say. Okay, see, dynamically the word cloud will be created like this, okay, in this particularly polls everywhere. Okay, yes, thank you. Differently learn. Yes, go ahead, see, like that it will be changing continuously. You can find. Okay, so this way we can create some interactive environment in our sessions. Okay, this is again, as I said, kind of open-ended. Anybody can answer anything. So good word cloud was expected to happen. Slowly, steadily, it is building. We expect more and more on this because participants are 50. Okay. Okay. So like that you can see. Okay. So thank you for your answers. You can see all your activities will be stored here like this one by one. Okay. And like that you can access to it. You can understand how many respondents were there, and based on that you can take some actions like all this you can again recreate. You can reactivate the same activity again. So this is one of the tool by which you can keep it as a storage. Okay. Another thing, as Chahal sir was asking, that some of the tools are, if they are paid. Yes, the reports you can see here, the some diamond shape, or teams if you want to create, it is a paid version. Participants if you want to group them, okay, likewise. Okay, so here you can see they will ask for your money, but apart from that the basic tools are really free, so which we can use it very effectively for polls everywhere. Okay, so I hope this tool was okay and you found it easy, and this is what you have learned very effectively. Okay, so should I go ahead with the next one, that is a reflection spot? Is it fine? Please let me check the responses. Why? Okay, fine, thank you. Some responses more, please. Y or N. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I have to use this conventional tool of Google Classroom. Go ahead, sorry, Google Form, and just click on this and give this first reflection tool, reflection for Slido, Multimeter, and Miro. Give the answers for these questions. Why I'm saying unfortunately, because I was using this Survey Monkey, but this Survey Monkey has got a very greater limitation, that it is not collecting the responses, because I have already crossed the number of usages. So you can create this if you are having the institute account on SurveyMonkey, and you can create so many surveys based on it. Okay, so this I have created initially, but now unfortunately I have to share you the Google form. Okay, I hope the Google form is accessible and you are able to give the responses. I'm checking now. 0 responses are there till that time. Is it accessible? Sharing it again. Slido Multimeter. Shortening the URL. Okay. Copy. No problem. Again, I'm sharing. You can share this. Sorry if you are not able to access the earlier one. Yes, now the responses are coming. Okay. You can give the answers like this. Okay, so this is a regular way you can ask the question related to Slido. Actually, sorry for this. Yes, and this is the Menti. Any one feature of the Menti you can mention here, Mentimeter. And the third question that is related to our polls everywhere, which is the important standout tool. That is what you have found out in polls everywhere. Okay, now you can answer, please. Go ahead. 9 responses are there. Okay, a lot of features are useful, easy to use. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so likewise, you can create these simple reflection spots in between of your session. Okay, so this is what will be really helpful. If you are keeping going ahead with the same tone, with the same you can say sequence, it will not help. Okay, in between you have to keep some reflection spots like this. Okay, 10 responses are there. Some more, please, related to Slido, Mentimeter, and polls everywhere. Yes, somebody want to speak? Okay, 12 responses are there now. Okay. Yes, fine. Okay, so this is the way we can create some reflection spot. Again, should I go ahead? All the participants, please vote. Say Y or N in the chat box in the WhatsApp group. Yes. Can we go ahead? Okay, thank you, Neil sir. Yes, can we go ahead? Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, so let us see with the next tool that is called the wheel decide. Now, wheel decide is a very important tool, especially when you are taking some what we can say, you are taking some this particularly case of group discussion. Okay, generally in group discussion activity, what happens? They say that why me first? Okay, why not others? Sometimes it happens, or otherwise it happens that why I should be the first one who should be speaking. Okay, so like that it can happen. So let's say I'm creating one, we'll decide now Okay, right now it is not created, right? And now I will create, okay, in correlation with this. First of all, I will give the title. So what is the favorite activity you have done during lockdown? Okay, this is what my question is there. Ma'am, can you just check somebody want to speak, or you can unmute? Okay, so what are the activity? Maybe walking is your favorite, or it may be cooking, learning new aspects of online teaching, or you can say playing carom. Okay, so these are the options which I'm giving. Everybody can participate. Just say apply changes. Once you apply the changes, what is done here? Now let's say I'm giving some options. Okay, what you need to do, just click the spin and it will come, it will rest to certain option. Okay, so what I will do, how I can apply it to my course. Let's say I am having 6 units with me. Now randomly I want to decide for which unit I want to carry out this activity, related to quizzes, related to Miro, related to particularly what you can say Slido or Mentimeter. Okay, so in such condition, questions are ready with me, but I will give a randomization effect to the students, that the students should be prepared for all the 6 units together. Okay, so in such condition, you can create certain options, create a randomization effect, and then put up that particularly quiz in front of the students. So just like in IITs, there is a surprise test is there. So like that, you can create some surprise element in which you can have a spinning effect with using this will decide. It is not at all a much greater depth of the knowledge is required in will decide. Simply here, it is nothing but what you can simply spin on this and create a particularly surprise element effect and give the questions to the students. Okay, otherwise, as I said, the other activities like in professional skills, like in group discussion, you can select a particular student by randomization. Okay, it depends upon your thinking how you are adapting this tool for your own course. Okay, that is totally up to you. You can just create this. Okay, so not much thing is there in this will decide. You can see here the randomization is there. Now the cooking option has come. So likewise, you can spin it multiple times and give the chance to the students one by one likewise. So the students will be able to keep themselves on the toes what will be the next which will be coming. Okay, so I hope this is okay with you everyone. Kindly give the feedback. Should I go ahead or not? Say Y or N in the chat box. Is it fine? Will decide. I hope you got my point that what is the utilization of this will decide for our own course conduction purpose. Okay, so let us go ahead now if you are okay with this. Okay, phone is not connected. Let me check. Okay, so next one is the online teaching learning platform that is called as a Padlet. Okay, so this Padlet is the tool. Okay, this I'm showing you. Padlet is utilized for what? It is utilized for sharing the work which has been done by the students. Okay, so again I'm sharing here. Okay, I think I was offline during some time. Okay, as far as the WhatsApp is concerned. Okay, so if you see here for the Padlet, this is the platform. Okay, when you go to the Padlet, what is the purpose of Padlet? Let me explain first of all. Purpose of the Padlet is that you can take the submission on this, but the submissions will be in the much effective manner. Like you can see here, you have to click on make on the Padlet, or you can join to the Padlet which has been shared by your professor. Okay, so here make the Padlet whenever you are creating, you can create a wall effect, stream effect or grid effect, whatever nicely what we can say representation it can be done. Or you can create a timeline. Let's create a timeline here. Okay, you can see here it will give you the different options. Okay, so here you can see this is the particularly option which is there, which related to wallpaper. You can put the different wallpapers, you can put the different effects you can create using this. Okay, so let's say I'm creating this with the windmill. Okay, and I'm giving the title with this particularly here. Okay, let's say pitching tools effectiveness. This is the question I'm asking. What is the effectiveness for every case? Okay, saving it, whatever the font, and likewise you can just check. And now what is the utilization? Click on everywhere, double click on this. Okay, like this. You have to join with the particularly any Gmail account, and likewise just click on this and create your own submission. Let's say my reflection report Rockwell hardness test. Okay, so this is the way you can create the title. Write my name. Okay, and later you can attach your file like this. Pick up a file from your computer likewise. Okay, and in this manner you can see simply I can I can upload any particularly file, whatever I feel. Okay, randomly I will just put up any particularly file, nothing a meaning like this. Okay, so whenever I put any particularly file here, it will be uploaded here. You can see the teacher will be able to see this particularly file which has been uploaded like this. Okay, so this is the case where you can create some submissions by this attractive way. Okay, so if you see here from the Miro, whatever this particularly downloading you have done. Okay, here the reflection spots, the same I can upload it here. Okay, so let's say from Miro I have uploaded something from the download section. This is the reflection spot one I want to upload. So in this manner, what will happen? Whatever the work done by the student will be stored with you forever. Okay, so like this. This is the use of the Padlet. Okay, I hope everybody is familiar now. I can share with you everyone this particularly Padlet. You can come on this Padlet platform and try to share whatever your feelings are there till this workshop is being conducted. Whatever your feelings are there related to your feedback and like this, you can put it here. I hope everybody is able to access this Padlet. Say Y or N. Can you kindly comment? Are you able to access or not? Say yes or no, Y or N in the chat box. In the WhatsApp group, kindly put say Y or N. Is it accessible? Okay, Akshay sir. Yes, Samir sir. Okay, so go ahead, please type something here. Click on the double click and you can paste whatever you want. You can comment here by double clicking on this pen button. Please go ahead. Utilize this to the full effect. Other participants, are you there? Yes, so many are there. Let me go back to Teams. Okay, 35. Okay. Yes, are you able to access my this Padlet? Okay, very interactive. Thank you. If you are joining with this particularly, you can see here the timeline effect is there. So like that, it is being created now. At the respective time interval, it is showing interactive. Okay, very interactive. Thank you. Yes, it is going ahead. Interactive. Okay, nice one. Thank you. So like that, it is going. Okay, so in this manner, if you see here, there is an option which is also given that you can edit, or you can edit the post, or you can delete that particular post. Okay, so like that, you can see, you can we can have the control of the comments, or you can have the control of the submission of the students with you as well. Okay, you can try the different templates, you can try the different this particularly what we can say mode of the submissions using this particularly Padlet. Okay, so I hope this is okay with you. Should I go ahead? Kindly say Y or N in the chat box. Yes, somebody want to speak? You can go ahead. Okay, you can tell me whether this is okay. Should I go ahead? Let me know. Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. So let us go ahead with the next tool from Padlet. That is a quizzes. Okay. So whenever we talk about the quizzes, is another very important platform for maybe your course assessment also. Okay. So please come to quizzes now. Please leave the Padlet and come to quizzes. Okay. So in the quizzes, you will be able to see so many options. Let us try to explore one by one, and it will take some time. So kindly allow me to go past 6 p.m. because we started with 4:20 p.m. Okay. So let us start ahead with this quizzes. Very important. Whenever you start the quizzes, it will ask you to log in with the Gmail. And what we need to do, first of all, go to the instructor board. Okay, everybody is coming to quizzes. Okay, is it accessible? Say Y or N in the WhatsApp group. Okay, Nair ma'am. Any other? Okay, kindly give the feedback. Is it accessible? Quizzes. Okay, thank you. So let us go ahead with this quizzes.com. Okay, so you have to first of all go to the instructor board. Whenever we click on the instructor board, there is an option called as a create. Okay, on the left hand side, and you have to click on quiz over here. Some things are common, I agree, and some things are different, which are really important for us, that we will take it over here. Okay, what are the subjects? You can create randomly, no problem. More, if you talk about, I'm talking at university, so education. Okay, so let's go ahead. So what are the common things like multiple choice? If you click on the multiple choice, whenever you are creating a particularly question, this question will be created again in the real time manner. Okay, let's say what are the utilization of summative assessment. Okay, so this is the question, what is the utilization of the summative assessment? Okay, this is the particularly question which has been asked. So what are the options? Can you see on the right hand side, your mobile view is being seen over here. Okay, so you can say the knowledge assessment is one of the option. Second, you want to check the students preparedness. Okay, this is what I want to check for the given. Immediately the what we can say kind of a preview you will get on the right hand side. Okay, and then you can say save. Okay, now it will ask for certain selected correct answer. So you want to go for the knowledge assessment. Okay. Now very important, can you see here on the left hand side, you can allot different time for different questions. So this is the standout feature of the quizzes, that let's say I want to answer this question in 5 seconds. I can select this as a 5 seconds, save it. This question will be only there for 5 seconds only. And again, if I'm creating a second question called as a checkbox, okay, what are the typical advantages of online learning? Okay, if I ask this question, then there can be multiple answers. Okay, so e-data storage is one of the particularly advantage. Okay, then particularly better learning methods, okay, can be implemented. Okay, all these options are there, okay, which I want to give. Now what I will do for this question, I will give the timeline of little bit greater, that is a 20 seconds, and save it. Correct option I will select here. Okay, and here I will save it. Accordingly, what will happen, different time will be given for the different options. Okay, and whenever I see this, let's say this particular demo 1 quiz, I can create some background image like this. Okay, and then say publish. Whenever I say publish, it will ask for certain cases. Okay, fine, is it okay, select grade, I'm at university level. So for the professional development, you can see, and say create. Okay, once it creates, I will start the live quiz in the classic manner. Now classic manner means what? Here you can create at your own pace. Okay, this is one way. Now I'm starting the quiz. Right now there are no players, so I'm sharing the link. First of all, this is the link has been copied. I'm sharing on the WhatsApp group. Please see here. Just click on this quizzes.com. and try to access. If it is accessible, say type Y. If it is not accessible, type N. I hope it is accessible. Yes, I'm starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, you can see here, leaderboard is coming. Some participants have joined. Bhavika, Sejal ma'am, Khayal sir, Sarina ma'am, Prasad Kulkarni sir, Umesh Kaur sir, Ramya, Smita madam. Okay. Bhavika ma'am is leading. Prasad Kulkarni sir is leading. There is some points which is given. You can mute off this sound as well as you can keep this sound on depending upon you. Okay. You can create some very good what you can say themes as well as a background. This is up to you. Okay. Is everybody able to access the quiz? Say Y or N. Yogini ma'am, you can give the instruction later if I sincerely request. Let the session complete. Okay, you can see the leaderboard here. Dr. Joshi sir has joined. Nita ma'am, Sanket sir, they are also going up. Prasad Kulkarni sir, quite rightly, is leading. You can see here the questions are there. The questions which are there related to that. Average time taken by the participant was 6 seconds. 7 correct are there, 3 incorrect are there. Average time taken by the participant is 11 seconds, out of which 9 are correct and 1 is incorrect, likewise. So each and every data you can get it very effectively in quizzes, and that is what one of the important advantage of this. And this is nothing but what live quiz you are creating with some competitiveness. Okay, so this is what multiple options are there. You can create this with regarding to this. Okay, with regarding to these options, and likewise you can create the number of ways out of it. Okay, so I'm stopping this, ending this quiz now. I hope everybody found it effective. Who is the winner? Let's see. Ashwini ma'am is the winner. Second runner-up, first runner-up is Prasad Kulkarni sir, and Sarina ma'am is the third, second runner-up. So you can see here, mastered and likewise all these are coming. So very beautifully, it will be able to show you all the results, and everything is really, you can say activity-based learning. You can give very effective. Okay, so you can play it again if you want to have the more and more participation for the same quiz. Again, this is up to you. Okay, so this is all possible in Quizzica. Okay, so if you talk about the my library, whatever the quizzes I had conducted. Okay, so if you want to take this particularly innovative quiz, okay, I'm starting this live quiz with instructor paste. I think it will ask me for certain cases. Let's start. Okay. Okay. I'm copying this link. Please try this 1 second quiz related to online teaching learning. Are you able to click on this and join this quizzes? Yes or no? Please say Y or N in the chat box. Is it accessible? Okay. I'm starting the quiz now. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Full screen I will go. Okay, so 9 participants have joined. So you can see here, this is the instructor paste. Are you able to go to the next question? No. You can see here, I have given some timeline. Now I'm going to leaderboard. Shahil sir is leading. Okay, now Ramya Nair madam is leading. Prasad Kulkarni sir is leading. Here also you can see the next question has come. Okay, are you able to vote for the second question? 11 participants are there. Yes. Are you able to vote for the second question? Say Y or N in the WhatsApp group. No. Okay. Yes. No. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm starting again. See here. Now I'm going for the second question.
I was late.
Just check whether you are able to participate or not. I hope you will be able to redo it. So this is what intentionally I have given.
Mummy I was late.
Right. So this is nothing but what? It is nothing but related to instructor paste. This is instructor paste. I hope everybody is able to find the difference. 10 seconds are there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gone. Okay. Time is up. Okay. You can see here. Leaderboard. Who is leading? Let's see. Okay. Ramya Nair ma'am is leading. Prasad Kulkarni sir is second one. Okay. So likewise you can see. Let's go to the next question. Third question again. Question is coming up in front of you. Right now, only 19 participants have joined, unfortunately. You can join it with the help of this code as well. Putting up this code as well in the Okay, I hope you are able to access now. Okay. Yes. The last question that I would ask is related to quizzes. This is where 180 seconds the timeline I have given. Okay, so this is like a subjective question. Okay. Yes, Umesh Kaur sir, Bhavika Ussal madam has not given any answer. Some random answer there. Okay. Please put some responses so that we can see some idea. We can have some idea that how it is coming. Okay. Okay, so likewise you can see, you can find the different aspects related to these quizzes, and accordingly you can utilize for your own classroom purpose. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Ending this particular session. Participants view you can take. Responses view you can take. How the responses are coming. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Sarina ma'am. This full view you can take. Likewise, you can have. Okay. I'm ending this session. Yes. So thank you everyone for your responses, and this is what the winner. Let's see who is the winner. Muskan Sheikh ma'am, Shahab sir is the second, and Mita ma'am is third one. You can see here class accuracy, toughest question, longest question was there, and interesting facts. So some of the things were really add on compared to your regular quiz, regular Mentimeter or regular what we can say Slido. Compared to this additional information, you can find it in correlation with it. Okay, so you can download the result as well. This is also additional information. You can see here. Whenever you download this particularly thing, it will be able to give you the very good idea. Okay, let me show you quickly how it will look like. Your own, you can see here. The questions are there. Was the content well planned? Okay, well presented. So likewise, strong per participant views are there. Muskan ma'am, Chahal sir, Umesh Kaur madam, Yogini madam, Bhavika madam. Likewise, per participants, whatever the answers you have given, all the answers will be recorded, and according to that, you can give the judgment. If you ask me that why these points are there, the answer is not there with me. Probably because of the early time. If you give the answer quickly, then some more points will be given to here. Okay. Otherwise, there is no as such a meaning. You can check it manually, and per question, whatever the per participants responses are there, it will be stored with you forever. Okay. So there is no what we can say subscription is required for this quizzes. Easily you can use it, and you can download the results as well. So my sincere request to everyone, use these quizzes specially for even for your formative assessment. Okay, for your summative assessment in your class. Okay, so this is it related to quizzes. You can see here some of the previous students from my batch. I have taken the blended learning activity wholly on this. Okay, so it is not just for sake of the demonstration, but I have taken the technical. You can see here some technical data for 300 seconds, 300 seconds. I have given them for subjective questions. Similarly, for objective questions, I have given only 60 seconds like this. Okay. So like that, you can frame these particularly activities and implement it for your own, you can say for your own assessment purpose effectively. Okay. So similarly, you can see all the questions are you can use for the different timelines, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, then again here some 30 seconds. So all these variation you can make in the quizzes doc. Okay, so that's the thing I wanted to convey. Okay, and this is the last tool that I wanted to convey over here. Okay, further some LMS classroom and likewise is there that I will show, demonstrate it very quickly because most of the people will be knowing this classroom. Okay, so in correlation with that, in our Gmail, okay, if you go to here, so whenever we talk about that, simply here we need to click on the classroom, and in the classroom, what are the new features that also that itself I will try to highlight. Okay, and as I said, how we can incorporate blended learning activity and peer learning activity, that I will just demonstrate. If you go to here, all the assessment marks and like that you can give as a part of the information to the students. Okay, then if you see here activity, I would like to highlight quickly so that everybody will be able to understand. So this is the activity, this is the blended learning activity. Okay, I will open up here. You can see I have given some blended learning activity means what, some of the data I have given related to reflection, related to reference papers and likewise. Okay, and based on this reference papers data, they need to understand through this video links and then they need to attempt this quiz. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm giving some input to them, explaining the details in the office hours in the form of the video lectures, and then asking them to go for the quiz. Okay, so this is the way blended learning activity has been conducted on classroom. And for peer learning activity, what is the case? I want to create the discussion forum. So for the discussion forum, some reference papers, some office hours data is given, concepts are explained, and then later students are commenting on each other. So if you see here, 97 comments are there, and in the 97 comments, students have given excellent answers to all the data which is there. Okay, even if you go here little bit deeper, here there is a Riddesh and likewise Yash is there. Okay, and if you go to some more data, students have replied to each other also. Okay, that is what I want to say. That means there is a peer learning which is happening, learning among the students is happening, and that is what we want. Okay, we don't want everything to be what we can say, saline feeded, you can say nowadays. It is going ahead from the spoon feeding now. Okay, so we don't want to have this particularly situation, and to avoid this situation, you can create the help of this particularly blended peer learning activity. Okay, so you can see lot many are there posts which are being created by the students, and students you can see here Pratik Gaikwad has given the reply to Ameya Ghotankar's post, and likewise he has mentioned these particularly in detail whatever he feels. Okay, so I have gone through the research and likewise he has found interesting. So you can find out that this is nothing but the peer learning which is happening in this particular case. Okay, if you talk about the canvas, I cannot show you directly the teacher version, but I can show you what is the student version of the canvas. Okay, so if you go to particular canvas, it is nothing but one of the LMS additionally where you can utilize for this particular case of keeping the data intact with you. Okay, so this is another tool where it is highly beneficial in this regard. Okay, you can find it again, you can log in with your regular Gmail, and typically you will find out that in the courses you can find the different courses which are there, which I'm attending as a particularly as a student. Okay, you can see phone is not connected, just a moment. Okay, you can see here the different courses are there. And these courses you can see likewise which are being created over here. Okay, all these modules are being given, and with regarding to these modules there is some assignments which you can give, and also these grades you can achieve. These grades report you can download, okay, by using this print grade. And what are the peoples are there in between these people, you can have the one-to-one interaction as well. Okay, so this is just the tool I wanted to give, and the blended and peer learning activity. This is what I have already demonstrated. Okay, so there is some reflection spot. Okay, this is what I will avoid, because this is what already you have given the answers for. We'll decide Padlet, Quizzes, Classroom, and Canvas. Okay, so by going ahead, so last some memes, foods for the thoughts. So if you remember, even in our first year, many of you may be knowing that I am the alumni of SIT Lonavala, sir. So in 2006, there was a union for the different courses like applied mechanics, where there was a combination of 2004, 2005, 2006 batch. So there are some assessment where you are targeting that all the questions are hard, all the questions are difficult. This situation also we should avoid, and we should also avoid such kind of a situation in online exams right now, where students are getting very high marks. Everyone is getting very high marks. Okay, so what our target should be, that in a course assessment, it should be fair enough, very good student who is doing hard work, who is having the knowledge, should get higher marks. Average person should get a moderate marks, and the poor person should fail. Okay, so that is the thing which we need to achieve, and there is a lot many scope is there in online assessment as far as the proctoring feature is concerned, or all other features are concerned. So you should think about this. Okay, so that is what I want to give as a part. And signing off from this particularly session. So post-pandemic era, we should look for the blended learning activities and like that. Obviously, adaptation to the tools is highly important. I'm not at all saying that you should adapt to all these 7 tools. You can adapt to any of the tool, whatever you feel comfortable, but try to create more interactive session, more activity-based environment, and create a dynamic environment ultimately. Okay. Rubrics-based assessment is completely needed with the complete transparency, so that nobody will question you that why this is a particularly assessment. Okay, so like that it should be there. We are having the fortune that we are creating the recordings, so we can show them that this was the particularly case. Somebody will ask you that why this many marks, you can show them the recordings, this much you have spoken, and likewise. Okay, then more and more need of the learner-centric approach is required nowadays, rather than the teacher-centric approach, because it will create more and more interest, and the process of online teaching will be completely successful. Okay, so formative assessment methods need to be improved. That is what we spoke about. So different advanced proctor features need to be incorporated. Okay, so that's it from my side. Okay, and the feedback link will be there from the organizer point of view. Organizer side, you can give that, and please be in touch with me. Whatever your doubts are there, or whatever your queries are there, I will be always welcome to address them. Okay, so if there are any doubts, you can go ahead and ask me. Sorry for the trouble, there is continuous rain at my side, so that is why you may be hearing some disturbances. So if there are any queries, or likewise you can put up in the WhatsApp chat. You can go ahead. I'm seeing the WhatsApp chat. If there are any queries, just have you found this session interesting, or if there are any suggestions, you can put Y or N or whatever you feel in the in your WhatsApp chat. Okay, so that's it from my side. And while signing off, I would like to sincerely thank Professor Prasad Kulkarni sir and the organizing team, Raut madam, Gaikwad sir, HOD, as well as the Mani Gaikwad sir as a principal and the campus director, for giving me this chance to interact. And definitely, everyone may be knowing that I am the alumni of Mechanical Engineering Department. I have passed in 2010. So I am really glad that Dhananjay Chahal sir who has taught me basics electrical engineering. Ashwini Chavan madam, who is there in mathematics. Uh, I was there in 2014 to 16, so I know her as well. And again, Gaikwad sir, who has taught me uh, first year in the applied mechanics, likewise. So many. It was kind of a reunion for me actually. So glad that I have met to everyone virtually itself, but very nice. Thank you. So that's it from my side, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Manoj Balwankar sir. Thank you for the beautiful, great session, really. And it was so much interactive that we were continuously, really means now I got the meaning of your topic that it is really interactive session. And yes, definitely by use of these tools which you told to us today, we can make our students maximum interactive. We can take out from them in form of quiz or that Slido or Mentimeter. Wow, beautiful software, sir, and you explained them very well. And really, we were engaged 2 hours. I could not know how it was. It is 6:56 now. So, but time went really that we couldn't know. So, thank you for such a great session. And
Thank you.
yeah. And secondly, a big thanks to Dr. P.D. Kulkarni sir. Thank you, sir. And because of Kulkarni sir's initiative, actually, this workshop session is successfully conducted in our college. And really now, because of this hands-on session, now we all will get benefited, sir. So Kulkarni sir, खूप धन्यवाद. Thank you very much. And now,
Thank you, madam.
sir, I request you that you accept our bouquet as virtual bouquet as the token of love and respect from the department. Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. And now I hand over the vote of thanks to you.
The last activity is with me. I will not take your much time. I know already it is 6:26. First of all, I would like to thank our resource person, Mr. Manoj Balwankar, for sparing his valuable time with us once again, and for such a very interactive session. Thank you, Manoj, for your
Thank you, sir.
interactive session. I would like to thank all the authorities, Dr. M.S. Gaikwad, sir, Vice Principal D.D. Chaudhary, sir, our Head of Department, S.M. Gaikwad, sir, for giving this opportunity to organize this session. And I'm very much thankful to all participants for attending this workshop and giving your opinions, your feedback, and being very interactive during the session. Thank you all participants. And lastly, I'm very much thankful to all my organizing team, Raut madam, Raut sir, then Raskar sir at the back end, who is always supporting us, entire organizing team. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks to all. Over to you, Raut madam.
Thank you, sir. Kulkarni sir, thank you very much. And now, one official information to all of the respected participants that we will be sharing the link for feedback on the WhatsApp group. So you please submit it, and the certificate will automatically be sent to you on your email ID, registered email ID. Now we will stop our session, and the session is now open to participants. So anybody from the participants? Okay. SM Gaikwad, sir. HOD of Mechanicals, you are there, I think, in this session. So you want to highlight? You may, or anybody.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, you're
yes, yes. सो आता मी आभार प्रदर्शनासाठीच परत एकदा वैयक्तिक माझ्यातर्फे आणि आपल्या डिपार्टमेंट तर्फे SIT तर्फे आपल्या ॲल्युमिनी आणि स्टाफ ॲज वेल एज स्टुडंट मनोजनी खूप चांगलं सेशन आज घेतलं. मला ऍक्च्युली काही सेशन मध्ये ऍक्च्युली इंटरॅक्शन किंवा पर्सनली भाग घेता आला नाही, पण कंटिन्युअसली मी ते सेशन ऐकलं आणि खूप चांगली सेशन्स त्याने टूल्स एक्सप्लेन केलेले आहेत. आता आपले ते छायाल सर असतील किंवा कुलकर्णी सर बऱ्याच जणांनी अटेंड केलेलं आहे आणि ते सुद्धा एक रिसोर्स पर्सन म्हणून परत आपल्याला वेगवेगळ्या डिपार्टमेंटला मनोजच्या साह्यानं हे सगळं एक्सप्लेन करतील. तर परत एकदा मनोजचे आभार माझ्यातर्फे आणि डिपार्टमेंट तर्फे. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच मनोज.
Thank you, sir. Gaikwad sir, thank you very much. Now, I would like to call upon Principal AR Suhas Talekar, sir, who has joined as a outside guest. So, sir, if you are in the session and listening to us, so Principal Suhas Talekar, sir, we would like to hear from you. May I know, sir, you are there in the meeting? Okay. Anybody else who want to give the feedback? Okay, then we will end this.
मॅडम सर किंवा चव्हाण मॅडम थोडंसं
Yeah,
feedback
Sahel sir or Chavan ma'am, you are there,
Hello.
please.
Hello,
Yes,
everyone.
madam.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, you are audible, please. Continue.
Yes. मनोज
मॅडम गुड इव्हनिंग.
गुड इव्हनिंग. आणि खूप दिवसांनी तुझं सेशन ऐकलं, खूप दिवसांनी आपली गाठ पडली व्हर्च्युअली का असेना, पण खूप छान वाटलं आणि सेशन्स खूप छानच झाली. आम्ही ऑफकोर्स याचा यूज आमच्या टीचिंग मध्ये करणारच आहे. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
मॅडम गुड
Thank you so
इव्हनिंग.
much,
डॉक्टर
ma'am.
जोशी हियर फ्रॉम सतारा.
Yeah, good
Yes,
sir,
yes,
please.
sir.
And Dr. Joshi from Satara. Manoj sir, thank you very much for this interactive session. In fact, I had been using a different platform for my students, but definitely this time I'll be using a better technique. Thank you very much for enlightening us with the various applications and the in-depth knowledge that you have given us in terms of student assessments.
Thank you, respected Joshi sir. Thank you very much for your valuable feedback. Sahel sir, may I know you are there and would like to hear from you.
Yes,
Sahel sir.
it was really nice session, madam. And Manoj, if at all, I have taught you sometime long back, but
Sir,
the
basically
circle
it's a
is now
connection.
complete. Now you have taught me many things. Okay, in return.
Yes.
So thank you very much, and it was a really good initiative by mechanical department and all the members. And really, it is going to be helpful for us. And we came to know there are so many tools which are available, and I think it will take a lot of time to explore. Okay, so thank you very much, Manoj, and thank you all the mechanical engineering department members.
Thank you, Sahel sir. Beautifully said by you. Tidy ma'am, may I know you are there if you want to give any input? Tidy madam.
Yes. Hello, Manoj.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
was very nice session.
Thank you.
It feels very nice when we learn something from our student also. I'll definitely go with the Minty. I'll try for that. It's really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tidy madam. Thank you again. And anybody else wants to add something to the feedback?
Thank you, Manoj. Once again, I'm very proud that I was your teacher and a project guide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the circle is complete, as Chahal sir said. So thank you very much once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
So this is like a give and take process is now completed because
Yes, sir.
they taught to sir in first year and now sir has taught to them the latest technologies. Not to
Yes,
them,
because
to many faculty. Yeah.
we have attended so many alumni meets, and every time we say that we should give something to our own institute. So anytime you can call me, and I will be always available. I will make sure that I will be available at any point of time. This is the nothing but please, yes, please don't say thanks to me at all, because all of you are my teachers, and teachers will never say thank. It is just a bonding. It is there. Should be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manoj sir. It was really a great session from you, and we will end our session here. So आपण आपल्या सेशनची सांगता इथे करूयात. सो थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. धन्यवाद आपण आपला अमूल्य वेळ आपल्या संस्थेसाठी दिला आहे. खूप खूप धन्यवाद. So we will end our session, our workshop today. Thank you, and thank you to all. धन्यवाद.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.